That's right, Polar has fans. Stellar salutations, my name is Star, and welcome to my galaxy where I talk about anything I want to, mostly in the realm of dolls and children's content. I have ADHD and I can't really control what I fixate on, so I was really playing with fire when I decided to listen to Polar music in the background while I studied. And now I'm here trying to defend the brand. So, if you don't know who or what Polar is, she is the creation of the corporation The Soul Publishing. Yes, the same people behind 5 Minute Crafts. She's a faceless singer who uses this little animated dancing girl as an avatar to represent her. She posts TikToks, dances, song covers, and original music videos. Of course, she has a lot of music, but most of it's very generic, not relevant to our topic. I'm not going to be reviewing her entire catalog here. But if you guys want to see that, let me know. There were some introductory interviews with her where her character was established as having a dream to be a famous singer, and she was intrinsically linked with that stupid metaverse trend. You know, when people were pretending like any virtual experience was cool and futuristic by slapping a new name on it and pretending like it had something to do with Bitcoin. Yeah, Polar was advertised as a metaverse singer. She was not received well. People said she was a Miku ripoff. She looked creepy. Her animation was stilted. Her lyrics were stupid. And you know what? They were right. Yeah, everyone knows she's a Miku ripoff with generic music and creepy visuals. Actually, I think it's more of an insult to Miku to still be bringing her up in relation to Polar 2 years later. They're not even comparable. And I really don't think Polar is taking any fans from Miku, so you don't have to get your panties in a twist. Look, when the corporation is in on the joke and responds, it's just not funny anymore. Let's move on. Yes, her lyrics are awful. Here are a few of my favorites. Emotions are taking it forever, never sent me, but I guess I was wrong. I'm not perfect, but I am so imperfect. It's perfect. Somebody bring me ice, I so wise my head. It's the engine here, like WXYZ. The entirety of Boom Balloon. I got my boom boom, look at my balloon long. Everybody's taking photos and making me song. Call me Boom Balloon. Call me Boom Balloon. What does that even mean, Polar? I especially like how you can see her hair clipping like crazy in this music video. And the plagiarism claims don't just apply to her looks either. One of her songs straight up just used the instrumental for Sweet But Psycho. Coincidentally, that is one of my favorites. So, if I admit that Polar sucks in so many ways, then why am I a Polar fan? Well, let me introduce you to her lore. When Polar was starting out, her first music video for the song Close to You featured her interacting with a live-action boy. It could be assumed that this boy was who her song was addressed to. Polar was some sort of app on his phone instead of a real physical girl, but she was still in love with him. However, this storyline was quickly dropped, and her next music videos didn't even feature Polar as a part of the storyline. Instead, they featured some random humans in a messy love square, and Polar's only shown for a few seconds at a time, standing by a mic and singing. The videos featuring these random teenagers are called La La Love visualizers, and we don't care about them. You can skip those. Then, finally, with the animated visualizer for Polar's song Hack My Heart, we got our first glimpse of her new lore. An animated boy with white hair who was being postured as Polar's new love interest. This is Jan. From now on, we are meant to assume that all of Polar's love songs are about Jan. We don't really get a lot of information about Jan from this visualizer, so we'll have to dive into Polar's TikToks. Polar's TikTok videos mainly consist of dance trends, couple pranks, and a few reaction videos where she's just reacting to things the La La Love cast are doing. From the couple videos, which are the ones that feature Jan, for some reason we never see him dancing. Even when he's in the dance videos, he's kind of just standing there. We learn that he is easily jealous. Preoccupied with appearing masculine and cool. A major jerk. controlling. Never shown why Polar is into this guy. Even when we go back to the music videos, we only ever see him fighting with Polar or her breaking up with him. In fact, he's cheated on her multiple times, all with the same girl. Everyone, say hello to Mia. Technically, she's never been named. I've looked at a lot of the descriptions of these videos and I've never even seen a name for her be hinted at. If you know her name, please let me know in the comments down below. But for now, let's call her Mia. Mia is characterized as conniving, shameless,
Join with me for When Honey
she will stop at nothing to get this greasy man-child to kiss her. Jan never objects to this. This man is easier to steal than candy is from a baby. And I'm like, does he even like Polar? Does Polar even like him? It's really toxic. Like, girl, you need to leave. And maybe Mia's just trying to show her that. We need to zoom in a little on Polar's relationship with Mia. Because while she's Polar's rival, her enemy, the bane of her existence, she's also Polar's best friend. Jan almost never does a dance video with her, but you know who does? Mia. Jan refuses to buy a gift for her, but you know who did? Mia. And you know who told her that she deserved better than Jan's sorry butt? Mia. It really does call into question why she's so invested in trying to break them up. Does she want to be with Jan, a man who has proven time and time again that he ain't shit? Or is she trying to show Polar his true colors and protect her from him? Because as much as they fight, we can also see that Mia is Polar's only friend. And in the Generation Z music video, when given the choice between hanging out with Jan or going to Polar's concert, Mia immediately chooses to support Polar, something that we can't say Jan was ever willing to do. And it seems that once Mia is introduced as a friend for Polar, she begins to care less what Jan thinks. She's even shown standing up to him on occasion, especially when she's with Mia. Jan gets less and less power over her. Polar, Jan, and Mia seem almost like a normal friend group sometimes. They pull pranks on each other and hang out, and Jan even joins in on some of the dances when Mia's there too. And now we see a shift. Mia is becoming the most important person in Polar's life. And for the first time, one of Polar's songs is not directed at a boy.
Oh, hey, Mama. Blah, 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 blah. I'ma call 911 if you don't hear. You make me drop even a single tear. Sunday, you forget to whisper in my ear. That you love me.
This song, Call 911, is pretty explicitly a love song. The lyrics talk about going on a date and wanting to hug her and have her whisper I love you in her ear. They also show Polar's clear growth as she declares that she knows what she deserves and isn't going to settle for less. Now, it's a little hard to tell because I couldn't find the lyrics for this song anywhere and the singer has an accent, but I think the lyrics refer to the addressee as boy once, which is interesting. We can take two conclusions from this. One, Mia is a trans boy who hasn't transitioned. Sadly, I don't think that's it. Or two, we cannot assume that a Polar song is about a boy based on lyrics alone. This throws almost her entire discography into doubt as we try to fit the songs she's released into the rudimentary timeline we've pieced together. Based on theme, I would say that insecure love songs like Close to You and Hack My Heart are from her early relationship with Jan. More confident or less love-focused songs like Ocean and Can Look, Don't Touch, as well as any breakup songs, come from when Mia is first introduced. And her most upbeat love songs like No Way Home and, of course, Call 911 and Generation Z are dedicated to her new girlfriend, Mia. Mia joins in on the promotion for her song Shivers as well. That one isn't a love song, I just thought it was really cute. But Star, I hear none of you saying because you're all cool and smart. Polar never actually says that Mia is her girlfriend, so that's not what's going on. And to that I say, did you see the video? Sure, the text says bestie, but the audio says mama, so... And if you want to get down to it, Jan isn't explicitly stated to be her boyfriend either. Polar claims she was single for a long time, even though Jan was featured in her couples prank videos. And she was only referred to as his girlfriend once in 2 years' time. Him appearing in her music videos is pretty much the only way to make things official in this universe. And now Mia is the one being featured in the music videos. So she is at the very least her new love interest, if we're keeping things fair. My best piece of evidence for this is the Generation Z music video where Mia is heavily featured and Jan is on screen for maybe 3 seconds. Mia goes to Polar's concert wearing an outfit that Polar picked out for her with green on it, Polar's signature color. And look at this. Yeah. So now you're up to date on Polar's lore. Miku ripoff, sure, but she's also got her own established cast and storyline if you dig for it, and I hope people will give her a second look. Okay, we need to talk about her latest video. See, I was actually lying when I told you that Polar made 3 types of videos. There's a secret 4th type of video that she makes, which is crime footage. This becomes a problem when the animators only have 3 character models to use, and one of them is Polar's ex-love interest, Jan, which makes it look like some sort of insane Stockholm situation has been going on. If we are to take these videos as canon, Jan is a kidnapper, a serial abuser who has physically harmed and restrained both Polar and Mia, and a straight-up vampire. Yeah, this man's a vampire. I'm gonna go more in depth on that later. The crime videos usually follow this format. Either Polar or Mia is shown next to Jan looking uncomfortable. The other girl notices her, and the captive girl sends some sort of message that communicates she's in danger, so her friend can call the police for help without tipping Jan off. The most terrifying of these videos shows Polar confronting Jan herself, and the only reason he doesn't attack them both is that there's a security camera recording. Polar has to let Mia sleep at her house to protect her from him. These videos, while extremely concerning, may have been considered to be non-canon. They were only short form, and plenty of weird stuff happens with the short form videos that we probably aren't supposed to apply logic to, like Polar cloning herself or interacting with real people. But personally, I think the longer form videos that are posted on her YouTube channel are the highest form of canon that Polar content can hope for. And her latest upload to the main channel was a longer form, widescreen format crime video. And it blows the previous Polar lore out of the water. First, we see Jan spike Mia's drink and give her a stuffed animal with a camera inside and take her somewhere. It's implied that she's met a terrible fate. Polar seems to be the next victim as she finds the stuffed animal dropped on the ground and takes it with her, leading Jan right to her. She follows him to a secluded area. His eyes flash red and he grows fangs, revealing that he's a vampire. But then Polar's eyes flash with fire. Turns out she knew what he was up to all along, and she only pretended to be his victim so he would lead her to where he took Mia. She finds Mia and, seeing that she's been bitten, magically heals her. It's implied that Polar burnt down Jan's lair as she walks away from an inferno and the video ends. What the fuck? I went insane when they posted this. This is wildly out of left field. The crime videos as a genre have breached containment onto the main channel's feed and achieved some level of canonicity. Jan's a vampire. Polar is some sort of fire thing? Is she a dragon? I mean, I know she's been associated with fire before, but this is insane. The thing is, the first parts of this video, up until Polar's being lured into the woods, They were posted years ago as part of a TikTok series. That series had not been updated in so long, I thought it just didn't do very well and the Soul Publishing dropped it. But then this comes out and they've taken the lore in a whole new fantasy direction, and I just had to talk about it. It's the whole reason I made this video. I have no idea what this means. Is this an AU? Are they giving us the sapphic urban fantasy vampire AU that we deserve after having to put up with Jan for so long? I'll take it. I will take it, thank you. Can't believe Polar became an actual dragon to protect her princess. Wow. I can't wait to see what they post next. Okay. Okay, so thank you guys for coming along with me on this wild ride through the not-so-hidden lore of Polar, 5-Minute Crafts metaverse influencer. Her creation may have been lame, the company behind her may be lazy, but heck if she doesn't have some good stories to tell. I hope that people can learn to look past her past, and I also really hope that this video inspires a few people to start commenting on her posts, because I feel like I'm the only non-bot in her comments section sometimes. Alright, bye!